Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। शुक्ल यजुर्वेदिया कान्व शाखिया बृहदारण्यक उपनिषद page number 273. In Tika yesterday there was one shabda in the third last line, Vijñātatvam Vakīya Buddhi Vritti Vyāpyatvam. So in these three, vishaya, Drshta 1, Drshta 2. This Drshta, for this Drshta's jnanam, because the mantra was quoted, na in bhashya, na vijñāter vijñātaram vijaniyah. If I said it is bahuvachanam, it is not. Did I say bahuvachanam? I don't know yesterday, but it is not bahuvachanam. It is ekvachanam, but it is madhyama purusha. Ling, vidiling, madhyama purusha, ekvachanam. Jñā dhatu, vijaniyah. Did I say bahuvachanam? Okay, it is not bahuvachanam. It is madhyama purusha, ekvachanam. This is Yajnavalkya telling Ushastha or somebody in Janak Maharaj's Sabha. So that's why it is Madhyam Purusha. So through what this mantra says, that through Mahavakya you will get vritti vyapti of this drashta. And that vijñātatvam vakīya buddhi, what is the sutra there? Ayaneyiniya Khadagachagam Pratyadinam. So vakīya. Like Shaliya, that Drishtanta is given. This came earlier also. That is the sutra. So vritti vyapti will be there, phala vyapti will not be there. And two things were mentioned earlier, karmatvena jnanam and sakshitvena jnanam. Good. Karmatvena jnanam and sakshitvena jnanam. Which jnanam is this here? Sakshit. So how we should understand? See, the words are given karmatvena, sakshitvena. But how we should understand? Karmatvena means anatmatvena. And sakshitvena means atmatvena. So this drashta I have to know as myself. And this pramata I have to know as what? Anatma. Pramatma as anatma. Not pramatma. Pramata as anatma. And this second drashta as atma. In this way, if I understand, that is the prayojanam of this chintana. And then Purvapakshi asked that if for this second, means if this drashta, the pramata, if there is a need for another drashta, why there is no need for this drashta to have another drashta? So in here it was said there is no akanksha. In bhashya, that's how it was given. नहीं अविद्यमाने विषय आकांक्षा स्यात् कस्यचित् उपजायते. So now in that regard, see why there is no akanksha. Tika. Kincha. Drashtari Drshya Adrshya va Drshtir apekshate. Drashtari. In this Drshta, Siddhanti is as if asking, Drshya Drshti or Adrshya Drshti, which one apeksha you have? In this Drshta, so what is this Drshya Drshti and Adrshya Drshti? Pramata's knowledge of Ghatadi is Drshya Drshti. Why it is Drshya Drshti? Because it becomes Drshya. But Sakshi or Atma illumining Pramata is not known. That's what Purva Pakshi has said. This is Adrshya, where there is the Pramana. This is Adrshya Drshti. So to know this Atma, do you expect Drshya Drshti or Adrshya Drshti? That is a Vikalpa created. Kincha Drashtari Drshya Adrshya va Drishtir apekshate. Na Adya. Not the first one. Ityaha. न च दृश्या दृष्टिर दृष्टारम विषय कर्तुम उत्साहते. दृश्या दृष्टि means pramata trying to illumine Atma. How pramata illumines Ghata? This is drishya drishti. Like that, will pramata illumine Atma? This is the question. So it is a no. Drishya drishtir drashtaram vishay kartum na utsahate. Means it will not make it another anatma. Vishay kartum means pramata will not make Atma as anatma, as an object of knowledge, and then know it. Vishay kartum, tippani is given, viprakashaitum. Yataha tam akanksheta. So because this is not there, yataha means yasmat tam na akanksheta. In this way you should understand. So that Purna Viram in between may not be there, but it's okay. You understand the Vakya in this way. Because yatas tam akanksheta, that much Vakya is not a separate sentence. It is to be read together. If it was possible to Vishay Kartum, then you would say, yes, Drshya Drshti is possible. Drshya Drshti's Akanksha itself is not there. So, Pratham Vikalpa is gone. Tika. Aditya Prakashyasya Rupades Tat Prakashakatva Bhavat Iti Bhavaha. Aditya Prakashyasya Rupades Tat Prakashakatva Bhavat. Aditya Prakash will illumine Rupa. Rupa doesn't have ability to illumine Aditya Prakash. Aditya Prakashasya Rupadehe. Tat Prakashakatva Bhavat. Tat Prakashakatva Aditya Prakashasya Prakashakatva Bhavat. In other words, Drshya cannot illumine Drshta. Drshta can illumine Drshya. So here Pramata is Drshya. For Atma, which is Drshta, Pramata cannot illumine Drshta. Na dvitiya. Na cha swarupa vishaya akanksha swasyeva. Swasyeva swarupa vishaya akanksha na. Swasya atmanaha. Atma will not have any akanksha to know itself. First thing. It means this is one point. Tika. Atmano vruti vyapyatva api spurana vyapyatva anangikaranaat. Here explanation is given this way, that in Atma vruti vyapti we have accepted. Phala vyapti Anangikarana is not accepted. It is not accepted because the role of Spuranam is to illumine Jada Padartha. Atma is Chaitanya. Chaitanyatvad Spurana Vyapti or Spurana Vyapyatva is not needed. Like to see sun, if you light a lamp, whether it is there or not, that also you cannot know. In broad daylight, sometimes if you have that. Upasamharati. Anangikarna na vakya shesha virodo asti. So vakya shesha virodo is not there. तस्माद् अज्ञान अध्यारोपण निवृत्तिरेव आत्मानम् एव आवेत् इति उक्तम् न आत्मनो विषयीकरणम्. So what is the objective of this sentence? See, this pramata and this atma. Pramata and atma. I am assuming you all are, you understand, see, right? Pramata. Yes, so in this, who will do Mahavakya Shravanam? Pramata. After Mahavakya Shravanam, Brahmakara vruti who will have? Pramata. So if you say this pramata cannot make Atma as its vishaya, and then you say pramata has to have Brahmakara vruti, then what is the role of this Brahmakara vruti if it cannot make Atma as its vishaya? So that is given here. Tasmat ajnana adhyaropana nivritti eva atmanam eva ved. So the pramata vritti, what it will do? Ajnana adhyaropana nivritti it will do. This is called vritti vyapti. Every sentence of Bhashyakara is there for a purpose. If he had left this sentence, then the question would come, then what is the objective of vritti vyapti? If it cannot make Atma as Vishaya. So he explains that there is a role. The same similar Vakya is also given in Gita Bhashya when it is said in Dvitiya Adhyaya, Atma is aprameya. Sharirinaha. Nasato vidyadimo na bhavati. Antavanta ime deha nityasyokta sharirana anashino prameyasya anashinaha aprameyasya. In that aprameyasya Bhashya, you will see the same thing. Ajnana adhyaropana nivritti or avidya nivritti is the objective of Brahma Jnanam, Atma Jnanam. This is called Atmanam eva avet. Iti uktam. Na Atmano Vishayikaranam. Atma does not become Vishaya. Further, Vakyantaram Akanksha Purvakam Adatte. Vakyantaram means the remaining part of the Vakyam now. Tat katham avet ityaha. How did it know? Tad aksharani vyachashte. Aham drshter drshta atma brahma asmi bhavami iti. In this way he has to know. Means in this way we have to know. Aham drishte drshta. Drshti means ghata jnanam, pata jnanam. Shruti means ghata shabda, pata shabda, whatever. All of that is drishti shruti. Tasya drashta, tasya shrota, Atma. This Atma is Brahma. Asmi. This I am and this is Brahma. What is that Brahma? Idam agra asit. That Brahma. That I am. Asmi. Bhavami. In Bhavami means this is Lot Lakar, Bhu Dhatu. No, not Lot Lakar. Lat Lakar only. Lot Lakar will be Bhavani. Bhavani. Bhavami iti. Tika. Iti padam avet iti anena sambadhyate. Bhavami iti is given. So that iti, avet iti. Brahma shabdam vyachaste. What is Brahma? Brahma iti. Yat sakshad aparokshat. Brahma, one. Ayam Atma sarvantaraha. So sarvantara. He takes, Bhashyakar takes parts all from Brahadaranyaka. He can take from anywhere, but all lakshanas of Brahma. Yat sakshad aparokshat Brahma. Sarvantaraha. Atma. Ashanayadi atitaha. So ashana pipasa. Shokam moham.
Jara.
Mrityu. Shadvikara rahita. Atitaha. Neti neti. Another lakshana. Then asthulam ananu ityai evam adi lakshanam. Tika. Brahma aham padarthayor mitho visheshana visheshya bhavam abhipretya vakyartham aha. Brahma aham padarthayor mitho paraspara. Brahma and aham padartha visheshana visheshya bhavam abhipretya vakyartham aha. Visheshana visheshya bhava means as if they are two. Then he says tad eva aham asmi. That I am. That I am means first you say Brahma is of all these. You say that I am in this. So Visheshana Visheshya Bhava means first there is separation as though. Really speaking, it is not. In Tippani dekho, huh? 5 number Tippani. Aham Brahmasmi. Iti atra asmi iti padam. Aham Brahma padayoho samanadikaranyartham. Asmi padam is for samanadikar. Tathahi. Asmi iti 5 number Tippani only, right? It is there on that. अस्मि इति वर्तमान उपदेशात् ऐक्यस्य सदा सत्वम उच्यते. Aikya is there all the time. Means it's not that after I understand then we become one. Aikya is sada sattvam. Na abhuta bhavanam. Abhutasya bhavanam na. Nayam bhutva bhavita vana bhuyaha. In Gita this is there in the 18th shloka. So ayam na bhutva bhavita iti na. In this way you should understand. न अभूत भवनम असंभवात्. अतो भिन्न प्रवृत्ति निमित्तानां शब्दानां ऐक्यार्थ्यम समानाधिकरण्यम इति न्यायेन. दिस इज द डेफिनेशन ऑफ समानाधिकरण्यम. भिन्न प्रवृत्ति निमित्तानां ऐक्यार्थ्य व्हाट इज द लक्षण. दिस इज ऑलमोस्ट द सेम. भिन्न प्रवृत्ति निमित्तानां शब्दानां Ikarthyam is not there in that. Something else is there. भिन्न प्रवृत्ति निमित्तानाम शब्दानाम एक वस्तुनि प्रवृत्ति सामानाधिकरण्य. एक विभक्ति का नाम sometimes it is said. It is not necessary. As long as pravritti nimitta is different and ekarthe pravritti is there, it is enough. इति न्यायेन अहम ब्रह्म पदयोर ऐक्य वृत्तितया तत्सिद्ध्यर्थम इदम पदम इति तद एव दर्शयति तदेव अहम. तद एव अहम अस्मि. ब्रह्म अहम पदार्थयोर मिथो विशेषण विशेष भाव. Further in Tika, see how this shishya is. आचार्योपदिष्टे अर्थे स्वस्य निश्चयम दर्शयति. Acharya had said earlier, few pages back we saw, what did Acharya say? Natvam samsari, right? Dayalu Acharya was there. He said, Natvam samsari. So here students see what he says, Shishya. Tadeva aham asmi, na anyaha samsari yatha bhavan aha iti. I am not samsari. Like how you said. Like how you said means, not that teacher said you are samsari. Teacher said, you are not samsari. He says, I understood exactly the same. I didn't misunderstand. Like other students, I am not like others. Naham manye suvedeti, nona vedeti vedacha. Yonas tadveda tadveda, nona vedeti vedacha. The next mantra. Naham manye suvedeti, nona vedeti vedacha. Yatha bhavan aha. टीका. इति शब्दो वाक्यार्थ ज्ञान समाप्त्यर्थम. यथा भवान आह इति, that iti is vakyartha jnana samapti, means this portion is complete. This is a real blessing only if you get to hear and study this aham brahmasmi bhashya. The Tattvamasi bhashya, to lot of people study chant, not lot, few people study. Aham Brahmasmi Bhashya, not many people get to study because they don't study Brahadaranyaka, that's why. So at least we understood what is said. Some more beautiful points Bhashyakara is making. Tasmad evam vijnanat tad brahma sarvam abhavat. Because now tasmad tad sarvam abhavat. So tasmad means evam vijnanat. Tad means Brahma, Sarvam Abhavat. So Asarvatma Bhava was there, is gone now. Tika. Sarva Bhavam eva Vyakaroti. Means Sarvatma Bhava Vyakaranam is done. Abrahma Adhyaropana Apagamat. Tat Karyasya Asarvatvasya Nivritya Sarvam Abhavat. Abrahma Adhyaropanasya Apagamat. I am not Brahma, this vruti has to go. Abrahma Adhyaropana Apagama. But it will not go that easily because it is that Deha Bhava that is so strongly rooted. So I will have to work. Means one thing we should understand, somewhere recently in one question answer, somebody said, is there any shortcut? So there is no shortcut. And if it comes easily, you will not value it. So we should work hard. Then only we will get it. You should work hard means not that we should work hard. We will have to work hard because the Deha Bhavana is so strong. So Abrahma Buddhi will not go that easily. Now you see Tika. This is beautiful sentence you should mark. Brahmaiva avidya samsarati vidya cha muchyate iti pakshasya nirdoshatvam upasamharati. Means we should never forget this. Brahma eva avidya samsarati. Who is samsari? Brahma alone. Means not Jeeva. This earlier also I have mentioned, because this is a very well known Bhranti, that I am Jeeva, there is Brahma, and Jeeva has to merge in Brahma or do something. So, Brahma eva avidya samsarati, Brahma eva vidya muchyate. This is mukhya mata. This idea is explained in Tattvamasi Prakarana in Upadesha Sahasri in detail. The question is asked there, maybe Chidabhasa is samsari. Chidabhasa will get jnanam. Chidabhasa will attain liberation. Or slightly compromised understanding, further compromise would be Buddhi is samsari, Sukshma Sharira. And Buddhi gets knowledge. Sukshma Sharira gets knowledge. And Sukshma Sharira will get disintegrated. So Mukhya Mata is this. Brahma. Why? Because others are Jada. In that, neither there is the scope for samsara nor there is scope for moksha. So you have to come to Atma or Brahma. Then if the question comes, how Chaitanya can have samsara? So the other question will be, how Jada can have samsara? Tell me. So all these discussions, they do take place in Shastras. So whenever such statement is made, there is a reason. And this, in Brahadaranyaka Vartika, Sureshwaracharya has also taken whatever Bhashyakara has said and elaborated. And that's why studying those Vartika with lot of freshness of these Upanishad mantras, then you know why this is said, why this shloka has come, etc., etc. Once you forget the context, then it will look like some different text altogether. Tasmad yuktam eva manushyaha manyante yad brahma vidya sarvam bhavishyama iti. Therefore, it is appropriate that Manushya has said or thought that by Brahma Vidya we will become all. Sarvam bhavishyama. Vrittam kirtayati. Now, Vrittam kirtayati. What is Vrittam?
पूर्वकथितम्
Correct. Purvakathitam. Yat prishtam kimu tad Brahma aved yasmat tat sarvam abhavat iti tan nirnitam. So what was asked earlier in the 149? Kimu tad Brahma aved? What did that Brahma know? Yasmat tat sarvam abhavat, because of which it became all. Iti tad niranitam. Its nirana is done. What is the nirnaya? Brahmavaidam agra asit tad atmanameva aved aham brahmasmi iti tasmat tat sarvam abhavat iti. So he has put this nicely. And you can see Upakrama Upasamhara of this topic, how he started, how every word was explained, now how he did Upasamhara. यथा अग्निहोत्रादि मनुष्यत्वादि जातिमंतम अर्थित्वादि विशेषणवंतं च अधिकारिणम अपेक्षते न तथा ज्ञानम. अग्निहोत्रादि कर्म. So karma qualifications, 4 things are needed. What are they? Arthi, Samarthi, Vidwan and aviparyudasta. Shastrena aviparyudasta. Arthi means he is seeking it. He is a purusharthi. He wants whatever swarga or moksha. So arthitva is required. Samarthitva, you should have samarthya. So samarthya has means he should be capable of doing all those things. If somebody says I want moksha, then you should have shamadama, etc. like that. So in karma also samarthya. If somebody says I want to do Vajpayee yaga, so first they will look at you that do you know what it requires to do some big yaga? And then you will have to do so many other things to fulfill that. Arthi samarthi. He should be vidwan. Because lot of things they will expect the purohita that now you do this, now you do that. Or sometimes you'll have to repeat. You know, in some rituals, the sankalpas are big. If the person has to repeat the sankalpa, in that itself they make so many mistakes. So the priest chants something, this fellow ends up, and sometimes priests also, they don't chant that clear or a long thing they will say that is enough. He will. So vidwan means they should have all these other knowledge also. And Shastra should not have prohibited that person. That you cannot do this ritual or you cannot do that. Or that if somebody has any dosha in the body, etc., indriya, then they will not be allowed. So that's in karma, all these limitations are there, not in jnana. That is said here. Yatha agnihotradi manushyatwadi jatimantam means you need a manushyatva first. Then arthitwadi, arthis adi, so arthi samarthi, etc. Here they have given some other swarajya siddhi uktani visheshanani. Arthi daksho dvijoham budhaiti. च अधिकारिणम अपेक्षते न तथा ज्ञानम इति वक्तुम तद यो यो देवानाम इत्यादि वाक्यम तद अक्षराणि व्याचष्टे. व्हाट इज द नेक्स्ट पार्ट ऑफ द मंत्र? तद यो यो देवानाम प्रत्यबुध्यत तथर्षीणाम तथा मनुष्याणाम. सो सी द भाष्य नाउ. तत्र यो यो देवानाम मध्ये प्रत्यबुध्यत. Among devatas, anybody who learned this, understood this, pratibuddhavan, atmanam pratibuddhavan. How? Yathoktena vidina. As it is explained here, yathoktena vidina. Sa eva pratibuddhaha. Then he got the knowledge. स एव प्रतिबुद्ध आत्मा तद ब्रह्म अभवत्. प्रतिबुद्धः स एव प्रतिबुद्धः आत्मा तद ब्रह्म अभवत्. तथा ऋषीणाम तथा मनुष्याणाम च मध्ये. सेम इज ट्रू अमॉन्ग ऋषिज आल्सो, अमॉन्ग एनी मनुष्य आल्सो. टीका. यथोक्तेन विधिना अन्वयादिकृत पदार्थ परिशोधनादिना इत्यर्थः. यथोक्तेन विधिना मीन्स अन्वयादिकृत पदार्थ परिशोधन. पदार्थ परिशोधनम और पदार्थ शोधनम मीन्स व्हाट? इन आत्मा, if there is any anatma amsha, that anatma amsha nivritti through understanding that this doesn't belong to me. This is called parishodhanam, and that buddhi should become samshaya viparya rahita. So when I say I am not annamaya kosha, and they say how, after some time samshaya comes, how I am not annamaya kosha, or how I am not vijnanamaya kosha. So that samshaya also should not be there. This is parishodhanam. And then viparita bhavana also should not be there. That I have thoroughly understood, I can explain anybody. And then I think I am buddhi. So if somebody says murkha, so then I think instead of buddhi, this they are telling me. So this also should not happen. To that extent, if it is understood, this is called actual parishodhana. Padartha parishodhanat. Padartha parishodhanadina ityartha. ज्ञानात एव मुक्ति ही न साधनांतरात इति एव कारार्थ. And आत्मानम एव अवेत. Where is that? Jnana deva mukti. Tad yo yo devanam स एव प्रतिबुद्धः.
स एव तद् अभवत् तदर्शि
स एव तद अभवत्. That एव. Okay. स एव प्रतिबुद्ध आत्मा एव. So that एव ज्ञानात एव मुक्तिर न साधनांतरात इति एव कारार्थ. That only knowledge will give mukti, not any other sadhana, karmopasanadikam. Why? Because they are not avirodhi. So this is elaborated by Sureshwaracharya ji in Naishkarmya Siddhi, first chapter. That karma, upasana or any other samuchaya, etc., they are not the sadhanam. Vivakshitam अधिकार्य नियमम प्रकटयति तथा इत्यादिना. विवक्षितम अधिकारी अनियमम. For adhikari, there is no other niyama. Means whether it is devata only can get knowledge, or rishis alone can get knowledge, or manusya alone can get knowledge. No, there is no such niyama. That is explained as yo-yo. Yo-yo means anybody. Whenever they say such thing, any sadhana chatushtaya sampanna person can get knowledge. So there is no other restriction. कोई भी हो. यो यह टीका प्रत्यबुध्यता स एव तद अभवत् इति पूर्वेण संबंधः. Anybody who gets the knowledge will become Brahma, who will become all. ब्रह्म एव अविद्यया संसरति मुच्यते च विद्यया इति उक्तत्वात् देवादीनां विद्या विद्याभ्याम बंध मोक्षोक्तिः तद विरुद्धा इति आशंक्याः. How devatas will have vidya and avidya? Somebody is asking a question. Because you said Brahma vidya samsarati muchyate vidya. So then Brahma has vidya avidya or devata has avidya avidya? Tad viruddha. So with devatadi having bandha moksha is viruddha, because you said Brahma has bandha moksha in this way. इति आशंक्याः देवानाम इत्यादि लोक दृष्टि अपेक्षया न ब्रह्मत्व बुद्ध्या उच्यते. देवानाम, दिस इज फॉर लोक दृष्टि अपेक्षया न ब्रह्मत्व बुद्ध्या, मीन्स नॉट फ्रॉम तत्व दृष्टि. So really speaking, Brahma alone it is. Brahma thinks I am Deva. Why? Because he is in Devata Sharira. Or because Brahma is in Devata Sharira, somebody thinks, oh, he is Devata. That other person doesn't say, oh, he is Brahma. Then that person, that Brahma in Devata Sharira gains knowledge. So he said, okay, now this Devata is realized. He doesn't think Brahma is free now. He thinks Devata is free in this way. तत्वदृष्ट्यैव भेदवचने का हानिः इति आशङ्क्याः. Tattva-drshtiya means actually if there is a bheda between Devata and Brahma, then what is wrong? Kahani. Puraha, Purusha, Avishat iti sarvatra Brahmaiva anupravishtam iti avachama. Purushaha, Puraha, Purushaha, Avishat. So, this Purusha who is Puraha means having created this world, he has entered. So, Puraha, Purushaha, Avishat. Either you can say Puram, Purusha, Avishat. Or Puraha, Purusha means they are also one. And because the Pratika is Pura iti. Pratika is not Puram iti. So Jagat and then Paramatma entering in Jagat. Paramatma having become Jagat has entered Jagat. Avishat. Iti sarvatra Brahmaiva anupravishtam. Brahma alone has entered. Therefore, it is not Devata, it is Brahma. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.